The Spurs beat the Knicks by 4 points in Game 3 of the Finals. And here's what makes this game fascinating. The two teams were almost identical in nearly every box score category that fans actually argue about. Same shooting, same threes. The Knicks even won the rebounding battle. So if everything was even, how did San Antonio win? The whole game came down to one single stat. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. I love games like this because they're a perfect lab experiment. When two teams are dead even almost everywhere, the one place they differ has to be the reason for the result. There's nowhere else for the 4 points to hide. So I went through the Game 3 box score line by line, ruling out everything that was even until only one number was left standing. Let me walk you through it. This is Game is Culture. Real quick before we dig in, if you like breakdowns that actually show the math instead of just yelling takes at you, go hit subscribe. It's free and it genuinely helps, so click it. First, what was not the difference? Start with shooting, because that's where everyone looks first. Field goal percentage. San Antonio 46.4, New York 45.5. Basically a tie. From 3, 35.3 versus 35.1. Almost the exact same number. So both teams shot it the same from the field and from deep. Shooting did not decide this game. Cross it off. Now rebounding, the other thing fans always cite. And here's the shocker. The Knicks didn't just match the Spurs on the glass. They won it. 46 rebounds to 37. So if anything, the box score's rebounding edge belonged to the team that lost. Rebounding didn't beat New York. New York actually won that battle. Cross it off too. So think about where that leaves us. Two teams shot the same from the field, same from 3, and the losing team grabbed more rebounds. By every metric a casual fan would check, the Knicks were even or better, and they still lost by 4. That's the mystery. The 4 points had to come from somewhere, so let's find them. Here's the one stat. The free throw line. San Antonio made 25 free throws. New York made 18. That is a 7-point difference right there in free, uncontested points. And remember, the final margin was only 4, so the Spurs' edge at the line, all by itself, was bigger than the entire margin of victory. Erase it, and the Knicks win this game. And now here's the twist that makes this so interesting. The Knicks were not worse free throw shooters. In fact, they were better. New York shot almost 82% from the line. San Antonio just 78%. So it wasn't about missing. It was about getting there. The Spurs simply earned far more trips to the stripe than the Knicks did. Look at the attempts. San Antonio went to the free throw line 32 times. New York only 22. That's 10 extra trips to the line for the Spurs. 10 extra chances at free points, earned by attacking the rim and drawing contact instead of settling for jumpers. The Knicks shot a better percentage on way fewer attempts, and in a 4-point game, volume crushed accuracy. Quick interruption, because now's the time. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe. I'm not going to beg, but I am going to ask, so hit it and I'll keep going. Why the Spurs got to the line and the Knicks didn't? This comes down to shot selection and aggression. San Antonio attacked. Wembanyama bullied his way to the rim, drew contact, and went 8 of 9 at the line by himself. The Spurs played downhill. The Knicks, meanwhile, leaned on tough, settled jumpers, especially Brunson's 25-shot night. And jumpers don't draw fouls, drives do. So the Spurs manufactured free points the Knicks never even gave themselves a chance at. Here's the whole game in one line. The Spurs' free throw advantage was 7 points. The final margin was 4. That means the difference at the line, a stat nobody puts on a highlight reel, was nearly double the margin of the entire game. If you want to know why San Antonio won, you don't need the film. You need that one number.
And there's a supporting number that tells the same story. Assists. San Antonio had 28. New York had 18. So the Spurs both attacked the rim more and moved the ball more, while the Knicks settled and went one-on-one. Those two habits, aggression and ball movement, are exactly what creates free throws and easy baskets. The line was the symptom, the style was the cause. Why this should terrify New York. Here's why this is scarier than a normal loss. You can't tell a team to just shoot better because the Knicks shot fine. They matched the Spurs from the field and won the glass. Their problem was a style problem. Too many jumpers, not enough drives, not enough ball movement. And style is harder to fix mid-series than a cold shooting night. The Knicks didn't get unlucky, they got out-aggressed. And it ties to something true about the whole finals. We've seen all series that the free throw line is where tight games get decided. Game 3 just made it undeniable. When two great teams are even everywhere else, the team that attacks, draws fouls, and lives at the line walks away with the win. Free points are still points, and they're the easiest ones to get. Now the honest caveat. One stat winning a game doesn't mean it's the only thing that happened. Wembanyama was brilliant, Castle was huge, and the Knicks had their own breakdowns. But in a game this close, with everything else this even, the free throw gap is the cleanest single explanation for the 4-point result. It's not the whole story, but it's the deciding one. So the fix for New York is clear, and it's not complicated. Stop settling. Attack the rim, draw fouls, get to the line, and the easy points come back. Game 3 wasn't lost because the Knicks shot poorly or got out-rebounded. It was lost at the one place on the floor where nobody's even guarding you. The free throw line decided the finals Game 3. And this isn't unique to Game 3. Go back and look at close finals games across history, and the free throw line shows up again and again as the silent decider. When two great teams are evenly matched, nobody gets many easy buckets, so the game tightens and the free, undefended points at the line become a bigger and bigger share of the final margin. The tighter the game, the more the line matters. And there's a coaching layer here too. Getting to the line isn't random, it's a strategy. You design plays that attack the rim, you put your most physical player in space, you draw contact on purpose. San Antonio is clearly coached to hunt fouls. The Knicks, in Game 3, let their offense devolve into one-on-one jumpers. That's a chess match the Spurs won before the ball was even tipped. So the lesson of Game 3 is a counterintuitive one. The Knicks did almost everything you're taught to do. They shot well, they hammered the glass, they got a 30-point game from their star, and they still lost because they ignored the least glamorous source of points in the entire sport. Sometimes the game isn't decided by the highlight, it's decided by the whistle. So that's the one stat that decided Game 3. Not shooting, not rebounding, but the free throw line, where the Spurs earned 7 more points than the Knicks in a 4-point game. Do you think New York can fix its aggression in time, or will the Spurs keep living at the line? Tell me down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. We're in a race to 1,000 subscribers, so please join the family.